workout again. Cold. So yeah, there's not much I can do to get the sort of results that I got from working 3 hours yesterday. 3 hours yesterday. Even if I work out twice today in here, it's nothing compared to what that was. Oh well. Alright. I'm feeling full. Belly full of eggs, rice, tuna, tortilla, few cookies. Computer clean. I'm doing push-ups today. Start with that. Yep. Melanie Thompson. Rico. to the Space Griffins galloping away. True. That was like 45 pounds. Just an observer in life. Don't try to deter anyone in anything that they do. Succeed, people. Best of luck. Success. I don't try to prevent people from any sort of progress or goal settings or achievements. You do what you want with your life. It's your life. I can tell you what to do with it. Belly full of scrambled eggs, rice, and tuna. Which is good. There's Arnold's pizza last night. Garlic and oregano, I think. And probably for the SUN. God Almighty, the SUN. Right on my foot. Please maintain an adequate amount of hydration. Ooh. Let's see. Yes. Basically, so you're not. Read our thumbs. Those gosh. Please, easy. My bad. Use the restroom. You're not getting sleepy. You just woke up. I just woke up as well. Let's get it. It's crazy. 30 pounds. Do I remember that age? I do. I don't think that I can work out for a third time today. It's just too much. 3 hours yesterday. I gotta remember that because that's a lot of moving around. I hit the park equipment turn 7 times. So it was worth it. I do 100 reps. I even did 100 reps. Check my last post. I did 100 reps on the dips. That was pretty dope. 100 dip reps. That's dope. You know? $100 dip reps. I know that has to sound like it's hard to do in everybody's head, but if you do the work, if you do a lot of dips, start doing them. They're hard exercise to do. I'm not gonna lie, but you build up a strength, and just like any part of the body, that joint there, that shoulder part becomes strong enough to hold your whole body weight, and won't be painful while you perform that exercise. No, what I've been doing is making up Hollywood stories. And also, perhaps I'm not making them up, perhaps somebody's putting them in my head. I watch a lot of TV, so I wanted to pay it forward or give back. And I got it in my head that I could probably make visual stories as I was starting to understand scenes, cutting to scenes, the camera changing. I was starting to understand how to sell it basically, and how to give people uh, what their minds need and deserve instead of a frightening real world. So, um, and I think that all just comes from watching a lot of TV and like everything uh, on TV. Not being afraid. One of my favorite series is Stargate. Stargate, the Stargate series, where they go through make uh, those boom tunnels, those constructed, scientific, Earth designed, I guess, by aliens who got here, and then they made these artificial wormholes that will transport them from this world to another planet, from this planet to another one. I like series like that are super dope and good for the human spirit, the life spirit. We don't really know. I don't know where we come from. We have a bunch of ideas, but I think they're all just ideas. I think the truth is more obvious. This is the beginning of time. It's 2,000 years into the future. Um, Documented future. Technology has come here to further in that assistance in documenting it. But I don't think that history is too crazy. I think it is exactly what occurred, a big boom by God in space or something, and planets started to generate from somewhere, some point, maybe the sun itself. And uh, here we all are, however many millions of years out of the seabed to the surface of the planet. We stand up right now, and there's animals, there's people, all sorts of things. And anyways, to put that in movies so that people can better understand it. Um, Stargate did that just to kind of give your imagination some assistance in thinking, oh, where did all of these images of gods and um, previous people who obviously probably aren't still alive, but what do I know? Um, that left behind so much history, uh, actual constructions and stuff, and images of them. Um, and I think it's just that. It's just they were the early us's, and time just continues to continue on, and it is what it is. Right now, I'm feeling afraid, but I know that that fear is fake. If you can imagine the facts, I'm standing in a room. I've been mentioning we are already past anything that is fearful. It's probably someone out there telling me to be scared. I refuse to be scared because I'm talking about great things like enjoyment of movies, enjoyment of life, and understanding that at a low frequency, someone's whispering in my ears, be scared. And I'm just like, no, because it's fake. I graduated high school, and high school taught me all of these same things that I'm mentioning. So I can't be afraid. But let's get back to this. So I'm still not back to wanting to try to do the back work at above 40 pounds yet. It's too risky. No. Yes, you ain't. That up there is the only thing. That is the king. That is the the best. Like, I don't know why people keep trying to put it in their head that they can be the best when you gotta have a level of that. It can't be God because you're not a fucking sun in the sky, period. You're not. So understand that. You're not warming a planet, period. So just understand the facts, yo. Don't drive yourself crazy on wanting something impossible. All right? Period. So here I'll wait as you try to, you know, say that I want that. I don't. So shut the fuck up. Like, I'm so fucking happy. You hate it. So what are we gonna talk about next? Like shit. Jeez Louise. Eat. Yo. So 28. So pretty awesome is the facts of life. We all made it. We did pretty well. Uh, so good job. And try to, if you haven't already, like I'm doing, but I am actually way past it. Try to remain uh confident that you're just a little bit better than others, as they have caused you to feel pain and infliction that does not belong in life. So remain confident that the way that you behaved in life has always been right. So just recognize that, and don't ever doubt yourself that you're a good person, because you are. Um, and there's nothing else to say. Uh, People are obviously in the wrong, but now that they're subdued to restraints, they're done. My separation from them up on the last person. But if I'm not, don't bother me. I don't want anything to do with it. I gave my all in this experience, and it just kind of took from me trust of anything or anyone else, as they are impossible, and they are not capable of seeing good in good. So that's a problem. I'm a good person, yet they sought to make me a bad person. They wouldn't receive and accept the facts of me. Can't is a word that we should use. I'll hopefully trying to use it with my kids in the future. When I have kids, I'll be able to explain it perfectly. They said back in the day, the way I heard it, you don't put can't in the man's vocabulary. You do when you say you can't murder anybody. Uh, so if they don't understand the word can't there, then what the fuck are we talking about? So that's what I mean. I can't. I cannot. And I mean that with my entire being. So it's just a strange thing that you say no and someone else says no. Uh, you tell me yes, otherwise or else. I say otherwise or else. Then fuck your tell you whatever you say. No, you know what I mean. So that's what the word can't means. It means no, and you accepted it because I can't. I cannot. No. Mhm. Yes. Yes, you may. So I know it may seem like, don't be confused. My name is Rico Dewan Dufault. I was born Rico Dewan Turner. I don't ask for help. And if you want to know why, listen to the things I say. People they can't help me. They can't accept that I am intelligent. They can't look at me and say, good job. They can't. Because I'm so honest. I'm so honest that I just told you I don't accept help because you look at me and you can't help me. That's your can't. Okay? And I can understand that. I accept that. So although I say God's name a bunch of times and then I said the S-U-N as his true name, as they taught us in school, that's what that is. It's called the Son. Uh, it may look like, in all the words you heard, it may look like I'm asking for help. I'm not. I'm doing this myself. So understand that about Rico. That's what I've been doing for 35 years. Period. People haven't tried to help me. So it is what it is. It's really cool because through God, the understanding that there is a God because there is a life, I don't need to, worry. If you saw me as a kid playing outside, I didn't know a lot of stuff. I didn't know you're supposed to eat all the time, bathe all the time. I didn't know you're supposed to, show up to school all the time. You're supposed to go to bed all the time. I was fucking neglected like no other. I was just fucking out there having fun, but not a troublemaker. People were trying to get me to do bad things, and I stopped all those things. All those things. Period. Stop. And also just to understanding to know that I'm standing in a room talking to a computer. It's like I don't need much help, but I won't ever ask again. We can do it ourselves, is what I'm saying. Don't make people help you. Don't make anyone help you. Life already is. And I mean that life already, comma, is, period. Life is, comma, already, period. You're already doing this. Just recognize reality. So super caught, like I've already said, are they? They don't have to tell me the truth. When you're trying to kill someone and that someone just so happens to be me, you need not say another word. So, son, S-U-N. One, 21, 22, 23, 24, 28. There's nothing to fear in life but unrecognition for yourself. Because it will leave you dazed and confused, eventually distraught and misunderstanding. Learn to trust yourself. What are multiple choice questions in school? It's guessing, multiple guess. But is it multiple guessing when you study and then you still feel like you guess? It isn't anymore. It's trusting yourself. It's trusting what you read and you think you remember. trust yourself. Um, Once you can trust yourself, you got it. So sobriety is the best way to do that. I stay sober these days because I was made to stay sober. Like I wasn't allowed to be happy on marijuana. So I finally gave up. You know, do whatever you want. Being you think one thing and our creator thinks the other, plus what you were thinking, because he gave you thought. Think about that. Mm-hmm. So I don't know how to talk about this often, but our problem, not my problem, I'm sorry. Oftentimes the problem in the mind is what you were jealous of, who you were jealous of, why you were jealous. These are the things that you don't want in your head. Learn the word jealous. It's a word to look up. You should feel uncomfortable as you read it because you're probably experiencing the feelings of the words that are written about the word jealous. What it does to the mind is it clouds it. It makes it incapable of producing sane and logical decisions after understanding what you thought you understood. You understood someone else was looking a way that made you feel jealous. And with that, you decided to absorb what you just saw or understood about someone else and to not acknowledge that it made you feel a way other than to begin to start to plan something. Um, uh, Jealousy causes the mind to go psychotic, and if people don't become aware, if they're not aware that a word such as jealousy or jealous can cause the mind to uh, become intoxicated with hatred, then they're not being aware of themselves, as they're the ones that are responsible for the emotions that they feel and then display to the world because of their feelings that someone made them feel. So, um, if someone makes you feel a way, first of all, acknowledge yourself, maybe look in the mirror, or don't. Actually, look in the mirror because I bet you're just sitting there thinking rather than staring at yourself and talking to yourself. Because a person in the mirror, you will see react and you'll probably help yourself right then and there. Um, but be aware of the word jealous because what it does is it intoxicates the mind and causes the mind to want to defend itself when the issue may not be that big. For instance, you don't have to stare at this person all day. You weren't uh, stuck with this person all your life. You didn't begin life with this person. Probably you were probably at the same location as a person, and they were getting so much of attention. They were getting so much attention that it bothered you for whatever reason, and you wanted the attention for yourself. And since they had all the attention, By the time you went home, you forgot to tell tell yourself the word that you were jealous. It's a ridiculous thing to be jealous of someone, but it's even more ridiculous if you don't even acknowledge that that's how you became. You got angry at someone because they were them and you were you. So try to find all sorts of words like that so that you know how to handle yourself, as it seems people emotionally are incapable of recognizing the levels of emotion um, that produce violence ultimately. I always think to myself, and it helps. I don't want to do something and set off a chain reaction that causes me to harm something, and then I get in trouble. I don't ever want to do that. I put that thinking in my head exactly because I've always wondered, why do I get in trouble? Well, why did I get in trouble in school? I always wondered it, and trying to break down from the the trouble I got into to all the way walking to the office and then them giving me my punishment for it. Uh, I wanted to break down every step of it. And then when I realized where it actually came from, you know, one person laughing and the other person not, doesn't matter who, two people didn't see eye to eye, and then you got in trouble for it. Or you're just playing around in school and you shouldn't be playing around during the class. You get sent out of the class and you got in trouble for that. What I was doing that finally made the teacher stare at me and say, "Get your ass out of here. You're messing up." I was probably just cracking jokes and I wouldn't stop when she said stop. I said, "Make me," or something like that. I said, "Get out of here," you know? Oh, no, sorry. And then I had to go. So use words to explain to yourself why you started to show emotions. Because if you're not aware that you're just showing or displaying the emotions after feeling them, and you're not focusing on what actually made the emotions go off, why were you staring? Were you continuing to stare, or could you not turn your head like, that's enough of that? Could you not turn away? Do you remember what you could have done to get out of that situation? Uh, you got to know these things. It's not bad to run away from a fight that's coming up. You know, we're adult. I'm an adult, so anytime a fight was going to happen and I couldn't run, I was like, fucking, I stood there to get beat up. Period. That's who Rico Duan Dufault is. Stood there, going like this, waiting to get hit because I'm not gonna fucking fight you. I'm a grown up. Okay, I can't help, that you want to fight me, but I'm gonna let you beat me up. Period. Because I don't want to fight you. Period. So good luck, you guys. Find the words that that can explain what makes your emotions get out of control. Or you could just find belief in the Son, who is the actual true God, and everybody tried to become it. But then they now understand that they can't become what's shining in the sky right now. But it was a word that people stole from our Creator, that wanted to be something. And now when you go outside during the day and you look up, you ain't fit to fucking be that. Period. So whatever. But I mean, isn't that like a psychotic thing to try to keep for yourself or forever? That's for kids to grow up hearing a word and then eventually learning that you can't be the sun in the sky. Period. You can't be. So let people go through their psychological problems. I went through mine. I fucking succeeded. And I wish the best of luck to everybody. But you can't help them. You can't help them if words like what I'm doing here on YouTube, me telling you about my experience, how to succeed at psychosis, go to a doctor, become aware of yourself. Don't just walk outside and put everybody else in danger because you didn't want to fucking admit that you were sick in the mind. You know what I'm saying? So if I can do it, you can do it. Three-hour workout yesterday. I was like, where I woke up this morning. I like it. I'm definitely not gonna try to do another 3-hour workout at the park anytime soon. I just wanted to do those 7 laps. If I get up to 5 laps and I feel like I can go 2 more times, then I'll do it. But if I can't, I'm not ashamed to fucking get out of there after like 4 or 5 back and forth. What is the underworld? What the fuck does that mean? The underworlders, the underworld. They say shit like Rico won. They say things like, just for that, oh, you should have done that. I should have told you that. You should have, I hope that this shit is like fake. I hope it's just, jokes. But, it sounds like more threats. Sounds like more threats. Or it's our well, my generation, or maybe even our entire planet, doing a strengthening exercise where I'm getting welcomed into the life, and it's building a strength and a connection with me or anyone else who can not be deterred by scary words. I know that sounds gangy or something, but it just can't be. I think it's as simple as a bunch of Ricos, looking like whoever they are with their name, whatever it is, going through life to a point where they decided they need to separate from the life that they know and go see what else is out there because their heads were so messed up that no matter what, they didn't crack or break. So they're just sharing their experiences as they moved on. And you got to be at least on this level that I'm on to try to kind of reach for something that is just a maybe, with you still in your current position, you got to be able to reach for hope, so I guess, let me get that because I understand it. Yeah, 2.5. So it is, so you're put it down. Pounds. Oh, just do it for the hopeful in marriage. On first. There it is. What's that damaged right foot? The underworld is literally inside the planet, like you said. Because you say underworld, I assume it's under the ground. So it's the underground. The underground. Best of luck to all you persons who came to life and decided they wanted to do whatever they wanted to do rather than sticking to the paved and following the rules. Best of luck to your decisions and your lives, as we all do. Wish nothing but the best for people. So, nothing but the best means exactly that. You're going to jail for being a part of the underground. Because, underworld ain't, it isn't. Underworld in mythology always means hell. It always means hell. Hades is the god of the underworld. In Greek mythology, Hades. So, hell is what underworld literally means. Best of luck with your decisions that you've made. You all are probably gonna get in trouble. As I don't even know what to say to you. Like, there's only one God, period. And if you don't know that by now, then why are we talking about it? You can't deter me, Rico the One Default. I am man. You can't tell me anything because you're ridiculous. You're in a fucked up way of thinking where you want something for someone else. You want something that a person can't give you. And that's why I say best of luck with your decisions made. Other than that, there's really nothing else to say. Move away. And the rest of us get back to work. I come from poverty. I don't need to be the ruler or the god of anything. Life I had, I'm surprised, I'm not more messed up. Of course, I'm not saying anything that's messed up. I just am saying it alone. So it just makes me think what I'm hearing you say, though I've been okay to say whatever I want, that I am doing something wrong, but I'm not. So there. My religious pieces on my neck. I'll show them to you in just a moment. So this one Shields of Strength, 413. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Phil 4:13. Oh, and then this one, I think it's St. Christopher. Who is the Patriot Saint of Travels or something like that. And I guess St. Joseph is a Patriot Saint of, oh, he's a protection. St. Christopher, Patriot the saint of protection, Saint Joseph the Patriot, saint of travels. So he got Jesus out of Bethlehem or Lazarus. I don't know. I'm not Christian, but it is what it is. I don't know what else to say. I feel like soon enough I won't be saying anything about this sort of stuff. So play these videos and try to understand that you're probably not wrong about a lot of things in life. Just learn to trust yourself. If you're nonviolent, recognize that shit. That's all you need to understand about you. If you don't like hurting things in life, you won. You're the best. Keep it up. Keep doing a great job. You know what I'm saying? Period. Keep doing a good job. God loves you for sure. The sun in the sky loves you for sure. Planet Earth loves you. I love you. Everybody is around you. They love you because you're safe to be around. Like everybody else is. So keep it up. £15. I understand. 10, 15. No estoy comprendiendo. 3 hours yesterday. That's what it takes to look freaking crazy in the mirror in the morning. 3 hours of going and not like slacking off while you're doing it. Set your routine in your mind, or write it down however you do it. And by routine, I mean the routine you already do, just increase it. Do more reps, do more laps, just a little bit. I added 2. Took me 3 hours. And results the next day. It's like it's summertime already. Last summer, I was looking like I didn't even know. I mean, I didn't think I could look like that. That's why I started to do it. And then when it hit me last summer, I was like, wow, good job. That's what I'm talking about. I like that sound. It's fun. Technology to create a dial-up system. Sorry, my arm is looking, but nothing I can do. I broke it, so it's always gonna be like that. But it doesn't hurt. It just looks hideous. As long as it still works. I have my doubts, but it came back. And then keep in mind whatever those things are. If you can see something zipping in and out of here. Be aware of life. If they wanted me to do that, do the Nazi thing. Stop that, so. You're black. Knock it off. Hey. Thanks. Always want me to get in trouble. What the fuck? So it sounds like they're going to jail. With or without me around, what they've done in life, the do faults. What it sounds like. So they thought that they could be God in life. We're just human beings. Already throw these 12.5s forward. Don't remember. It's not looking good. It's looking like they went and adopted an African American just so that they could kill him. I mean, I'm not going to be afraid to say that because that's what it's looking like. As they start to understand God Almighty now, it's like you got to understand who Jesus Christ was now, who allowed himself to get crucified just to point out that there was something wrong down here. And now that you've forgotten and now remembered Jesus Christ, it's not looking good for you. Scary ass life, yo. Yeesh. Scary ass life. Okay. You do all that you want to do, Rico. They can fucking change anything. You're the guy. Sheesh. 10 pounds. What? I hate to look like a rat. This is my body here. Like I said, when I was a kid, I got raped. Don't touch me. I didn't invite you to touch me. I'm not interested in you or anything touching me. That I didn't, select. I don't fucking know. You're all in my head. The point is I'm not yours to touch. That's why there's laws and things like that. So whatever kind of a entity that is preventing my back from feeling good, I'm saying to you, thing, don't touch me. Don't touch me. That's all. I said it. You heard me say it. Uh, so that lower spine, people say you can injure it. Maybe you can, but you gotta fucking. You have to uh, really kind of adjust it. The back, the spinal cord can get very compressed, and then if it isn't in there, if it isn't there when you want to be flexible and limber when you need it, then it'll break. That thing needs to be loose. So very gently, make sure you unwind it or whatever it is. Read up about it, I guess, but I'm just saying, as you see me doing it on the screen, it may make you try something. So don't be an idiot. Be careful. But I'm telling you, probably how spines break is that the person walked out of their house, after gaming or whatever they were doing, when they were just sitting on the couch all the time, and their body conformed to being lazy. When they tried to get up, it snapped. So the body needs to be semi-flexible. I work in a labor-intensive job. I'm lifting all day long. If I'm not working at a high speed, then I won't get that job done every day. So my body needs to be like there for me whenever I go to, use it, because it's a lifting job. So it can't be tight and compressed where I'm stiff. And then when I go to lift up to 50 pounds, it doesn't give me any uh, flexibility, and then I injure myself. So look up spinal cord stretches and exercises. I haven't, but this is me. And I'm not encouraging anyone to just do what I do. So be careful always. I try to explain these things best that I can. I didn't get online to explain this to you. I just got on here to attempt something. That's all I did. Um, After living life for 35 years straight, alone as it gets, I thought to myself, well, what was school like? I was always into sports and stuff, so I recognized how I was in those sports, had a lot of energy, and I was pretty good at them. So I thought on it, carrying a backpack around for 12 years straight, heavy with at least 40 pounds worth of weighted books and other things in the backpack, walking on my legs all the time. Did that for 10 months, 10 months out of a year, 10 out of 12 months, I think, is school. And then summer's 2 months, and then you're back again. So 10 out of 12 months for 12 years straight. I thought, hey, I could probably do this, exercising every day, skateboarding, playing all sports, soccer, basketball, played roller hockey in middle school, a lot of stuff. Oh, what's up, bro? But I just thought in my head, that backpack and with our legs, they're always working. Maybe this was possible. People telling me, "Oh, slow down, pass the ball, like let other people get a chance at the good fields out here." So I did. I gave them fucking goals. I help people in life, but who gives a shit? So, yo, you guys find things in life like I'm doing and do them. Examine yourself and give it a try. It look pretty dope. Really pretty messed up. My left side is the damaged side. Sure looks damaged or uneven. Maybe it doesn't. So I noticed with these front raises, if you got the weight light enough, try holding them up there for a second. And this one is always it's always hard to get it right. It's like you can either hold on to the dumbbells loosely, or you can grip them pretty tight. I don't know. I mean, so that's tight. There's loose. I still always want to say loose is better for doing shoulder workouts unless you're pressing. Even pressing, if you're under the control of the weight that you're using, it flattens it out and creates maybe a better balance because it makes you focus on if it's sturdy or you're pressing versus one hand grip and the other hand grip and the body being probably always uneven anyways, unevenly constructed. It seems to want to keep that elasticity tight, which causes the muscles to go like that. But if it's open, you're balancing a cardboard box full of styrofoam above your head. So your arms will stay 90 degree, but grip tight, your arms are gonna want to go in. So I'm not worried about anything. God protects us. Alrighty. And that is a workout. Actually, I'm gonna keep that. I stay pretty clean. That is where I put my dirty clothes though. But I just put that on today, and I accidentally threw it over there. So, but fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead and take a shower. Screw it. Anyways, later.